Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another monster video. So in today's video, I'm back with another episode of reviewing your accounts. This is going to be episode 3. So a warm welcome to another episode of this series. Again, this is going to be episode 3. And if you guys would like to have a chance to be featured in a future episode, make sure to comment down below your team name and also your profile in the same comment, and you'll have a chance of having your ML profile reviewed by me. So I hope you guys do enjoy this. Make sure to grab a popcorn. Also, if you end up enjoying this, it would be appreciated if you guys could drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, I'm going to be starting off with the player named Thunder. This is a player from Valorant Steelers, and he went ahead and commented something along the line that I went ahead and reviewed one of his teammates' account, and he wanted me to review his and mainly focus on letting him know what monsters to rank. But I'll go ahead and do a full analysis, I guess, on his account, and let him know, of course, what monsters to rank first of all, and also on top of that, point out some other things that he can maybe improve on if he'd like to maybe note that. But it looks like so again, offense, defense, for those of you guys that are new to this series, what I do with this is that I don't really like try to talk about it too much because it might be something that they don't normally use. You know what I mean? Like, my defense and offense sometimes looks like it's messed up, random monsters. But if this is what he's using, well, it looks like this player's using the double dodge area with taunt combo for attack team. And what there's an issue with this offense, honestly. There's lots of Galvanis users on PvP, so this right here particularly isn't really the best. I would like to see you maybe switch it up with someone else. So instead of using Dark Voltic, maybe you could do something else and maybe use Dark Voltic on your defense. I feel like Dark Voltic works better on defense, and I've actually seen it from experience. So it looks like there's a Lord Inheritor with Elvira, and you're basically using Elvira's damage boost to your advantage towards this monster, and that's basically your attacker. And you have your tank on the side as well. All right, demonic pact. Okay, so not bad overall in terms of your defense team, but maybe you can actually switch it up, like Voltic in there, and on your attack team you can use a new attacker, you know what I mean? So let's see what else we got here. So maybe you can even use Volcanic. Try to rank this monster up and use it instead of Dark Voltic on offense if you want. I feel like that will actually work better, and this is actually one of the monsters that you should focus on ranking, and especially for those of you guys that are watching this as well. Volcanic is amazing, really good torturer, so I would recommend ranking that one up. The only bad down part for this monster is that it doesn't have any PER skills, but other than that, it's really good in terms of trait, really good, and also in terms of skills, everything so good. Forge Labs is one of those supporters that you definitely want to max out. It's really good, can heal, can also provide NER skills with double damage and triple damage, so it's really good. If you need a tank, this monster's decent, okay, but I would maybe recommend ranking up Slob instead. And this monster, right now we're facing Hounds of Justice. Some of my teammates actually went ahead and used Attacker Slob against Cupid, because you guys know it's metal versus light element, and basically it's a really heavy hitter, so you could even use Slob as an attacker if you want, but of course it's mainly used as a tank, and that's probably what you should actually use it as. So you could probably actually use a Slob instead of Sinceris later on when you get it near that level or that rank as well. This is something that you also should focus on. Pretty good not attacker, pretty good tank, can provide a bunch of really nice stuff like live regen to everybody, status against your Megaton, having immune to 2 tortures, and these 2 tortures are really important for his element, so I would recommend ranking that one up. This one's good for block resurrection for team wars. Moving on, all these other monsters that you see in the bottom second row, they're not worth it. I would just skip them. The third row, everything else looks pretty bad except your Ural, of course, that's maxed out. Alright, so I went ahead and visited this player's island. Something that I've already noticed is the Dark Boost displacement. It kind of sucks, honestly. You could definitely do better, I would say. And I do notice that you have your water monsters mixed with Dark, and that's okay, honestly. Mine is actually Thunder with Dark, so this is actually good. I see where you're going here with this, but also think about this. These Dark monsters in the back are not really receiving anything, and I see that you have a Dark monster with water mixed there. It's kind of questionable. So what I would recommend doing is actually separating these water boosts around so that literally all your monsters, if not most of them, are receiving a lot of percentage from that. It could definitely help you out a lot. And also, oh my gosh, this is not good. No, why do you have your food farms here, man? Where's the rest of them? Oh my gosh, no, don't tell me you're like one of those players. Look at that, there's another one there, there's more in there. Oh no. Come on, Thunder. Okay, you better improve that. Okay, get rid of these. Put them in one island right here. This island, literally, you have it free. What are you doing? So what I would recommend is putting them all in this island. It's literally the best thing you can do. Seriously, it's just so good for you moving on in the future. It's really good overall. Just put them in there, or you can even put them in this island if you want, because that one's also free. So do one of those things, and I see that you have all your earth monsters here. And where's the boost? I don't see any boosts unless I'm blind. I don't see any earth boosts. Whoa, what the heck? All right, well, what's up with your earth boosts? Are there any more earth monsters that you've placed around here? And you have, oh, maybe this one? Nope, you have all random elements. You could definitely fix that up. Yeah, 100%. I see that you're working on your magic island as well here. Let's just call it that because it's mainly magic monsters. And I actually like this, except... Wait, is Magmore magic too? I don't know. But I know that he's fire though. So anyways, 2 boosts here, good job. What I would do is maybe if you can move this one, move it a little bit to the side over there, and move Madame Fusion's habitat a little to the right as well, so you can actually place in more boosts in there, so that it's basically providing mainly these 4 habitats the most, and then these other 2 will be getting boosts from these 2, if that makes sense. And you could probably replace this with Mythic later on, but right now, since you have a lot of space here and there, I don't think you really have to, unless you really want to. What I would recommend also is maybe get rid of these 4 dark monsters, and some of them are actually fire as well. They're actually a mix. So what I would recommend doing is putting them in your monster vault, removing the habitat, and what you could actually do is move around the habitat a little bit here and there. I actually did it on my first episode of, organizing my island. If you would like to watch that, go ahead and do so. Basically, you can fit a bunch of habitats, and also you could definitely do a better job with the boosts as well. Moving on, this player Friedel for Wii U is from this team, Legend of the Arena, and basically he said in his comment that his explanation for the PvP is that he doesn't really do it too much. So I see that he's actually in rank 11,000, so I'm not going to actually say much. And also he did also say that I should do like a basic review, so I'll go ahead and do a basic review then. So we're just gonna not say much about the attack and defense team, but it looks like there's a taunt with double dodge area. Good job for the attack team. And then defense team, are you using it as a denier? Oh, attacker. Okay, maybe that's just maybe it's not what he normally uses, so we're just gonna go ahead and ignore it. Again, this is just a basic review like he mentioned, so I'm not gonna go into it too much, but let's see what else we got. So I see that you have Naya at 130. I would recommend maxing this out. It's really good. Shadow Nia, of course, one of the other monsters that you really need to max out. It's amazing. The light hater goes so well with Cupid if you have Cupid, or any other fire, or it doesn't really matter, because right now in PvP there's like so many light monsters, Galvanus, Ural, and so much more, and it's just so good pairing it up with this monster because of the light hater. Has NER skills as well, trade table, PER, so much more. I've already done a review on it. I would recommend ranking this one up. It's actually good. I also like his status caster dead he gives as well. 50% shield to everybody. Fireful is actually amazing. I would recommend ranking that one up as well. And then also Volcanics, I mean, of course, who wouldn't want to rank up Volcanics? Oh man, you don't want to miss out on Talika. Definitely rank this one up. It's amazing. All right, one of the best supporters. One of my personal favorites right now. We also have Merc. I would say if you're really like a Team Wars player, I would recommend maybe ranking that up for like the block resurrection. Forge Lab, I see that you have it at 100. I would recommend ranking this one up as well because it's really good. It's a really good supporter. Oswald, he actually got a recent nerf. I'm not sure if you guys actually knew about this. I was going to make a video on it, but then I was like, you know what, at the same time, I don't think people are really that interested. But if you are interested, he actually got a nerf with his skill mirror, so now his skill mirror is actually just to himself. It's not to everybody in your allies or in your team. Back then it used to be for everybody. Hornbrood, I would recommend ranking this up as well. Pretty good. Megaton. Alright, so what do we got here? We have a bunch of nature monsters, bunch of nature habitats, basically, I just call it. We have a thunder monster, interesting. Oh, I see. Okay, so you have your thunder monsters here on the side. Magic, so you're basically fitting in 3 or more, actually, because there's a metal there as well. 3 or more elements in the main island. I don't know about that, honestly. What I would recommend is just try to fit 2, because let me see, first of all, for your level 78, I guess for your level it's fine. I see that you have lots of these islands, so yeah, this is actually a good amount of island that you have unlocked. So you could probably, instead of fitting like multiple elements, just do 2. That's what I would recommend for all players, to do 2 elements in the main island. This is the main island, by the way, so just focus on 2, put them together. I see that your boosts are like kind of separated, so that's actually good. I see that you've actually taken care of that. Thunder boost could be better, but you know what, not bad, I guess, because it's mainly Thunder monsters around, so they're actually getting some boosts here and there. Galvanus, you should probably actually move Galvanus and swap it with, let me see, this nature monster. I don't know what this nature monster is doing. Two of them actually, and so I would probably swap them or here and there. Could definitely make you some extra gold. But basically everything else, I mean, it seems pretty decent. It's just some of the habitats. I'm questioning like why the monsters are all over the place, I would say. Okay. Oh, yeah. Wait, the dark one's actually not that bad. Yeah, you only have dark monsters around here, but I would probably move this one like a little bit to the right so that these guys are getting some gold boosts and stuff like that. But if they are ready from all four of them, and these two habitats especially, then you're fine. But you could definitely place one more mythic habitat in there if I'm not mistaken, I think. But anyways, moving on, earth monsters, okay, not bad, not bad. And then you have nature monsters again with fire. That's pretty interesting. But I do like the fact that you have all your food farm. This actually is good. Good job. Good job for having your, food farms all together in one island. Monster Ball doesn't matter where you place that, honestly, but overall not bad, I would say. So good job. The player said he loves to be reviewed by me, so here we go. Let's see what you got. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and do a full analysis, of course, on your account, and let's see. So for PvP, I see that you're level 74. I taken a look at your monsters. Top 63,000. You could definitely do better with like in terms of PvP. Maybe you're not focusing on PvP too much, but well, actually, never mind. It looks like you are actually focusing on PvP a lot. I see that you done a lot of attacks, so maybe you are, but you could definitely push a little higher in terms of ranking. I would say try to get into every season, try to get a new placement if possible. That's a tip I could actually give you. If you could do leagues, that'd be awesome, but try to work on placements to see if you could actually beat your previous record if possible. But let's see what you got. So attack team, you're using Merc, interesting. Resurrector, but you haven't. Okay, maybe this is just messed up, you know what I mean? This is all over the place. I wouldn't really recommend this attack team if you're actually using it, but it's probably something that's all, just random, so I'm not gonna really grade that too much. We got Ural Divine. You have no runes on Ural. Come on, give runes to Ural. What are you doing? Ural is amazing right now, so I would recommend giving in runes and start using Ural, you know what I mean? So Volcanics, I see that you have some runes and they're actually mutated. Good job. And mutated runes at level 74. Good job. Even though they're level 5, that's still good. So good job on that. Let's see. So your team race performance, although I didn't actually review the other two, but let's actually focus on these team race contributions as well, because these are important as well. So 1300 points. So you contributed 1300 points for rank 1. Try to see if you can actually beat your previous one. So next race, try to do maybe at least 2000 if possible. You know what I mean? For rank 1, I would recommend players to actually go for about 2 to 3000, maybe more actually, because they could definitely do it, and it actually helps the team overall as well. And it's just good. So let's see what else we got. So Silex, I wouldn't really recommend ranking this monster up. Don't focus on this guy if you are right now. Don't do it. Don't also focus on Nile. I will, since you're at the level that you are right now, it doesn't really matter as much, but let me go ahead and give you some tips that will actually help you in the long term. Monsters that are actually going to stay meta for a while. Okay, these monsters that you're currently maybe focusing on, like Nyla, Silex, Magmor, these are going to run out very soon. Next era, when it comes out, these monsters are going to be really bad for you. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you some tip on the monsters that are actually going to be meta for a while. So this for Team Wars. If you're focusing on Team Wars, rank it up. Block Resurrection, good for against Ural and stuff like that. Volcanics, pretty good Torture. I'm sure you're actually working on him already, so continue working if you are. Vyzeal, pretty good Resurrector, so you could probably focus on this. Same with Ural, because they're in different elements. If you could see, one is dark, the other one's earth and light, of course, so you could actually focus on both of them. And then moving on, this one's actually pretty good in Team Wars. Even PvP, if you want to use it for the league that you're in, he's actually not that bad. He actually provides block resurrection and also statistics area social immunity, so pretty good. Also, if you need a trade disable or anything like that, supporter, Master Goldfield is actually there, you know what I mean, aka MG. You get it, Master Goldfield MG. So you could probably go ahead and focus on that one as well, because it's actually not that bad. I see that you have Mirror Modus. This one's actually not that bad for your level either, and the fact that you have it at 115, that's pretty good. So what I would suggest is actually use that Mirror Modus on your attack team maybe, or something, or even defense team, you know what I mean? So I see what you could actually do is use Mirror Modus instead of this guy. If this is something that you normally use, I would recommend swapping Barbatos with Mirror Modus, so you could do the Megaton / Taunt with the double dodge area combo. But overall, not that bad. If moving to your island. It looks like your main island is pretty. What should I say? I'm not gonna use that word. We're gonna get demonetized. But basically, it's empty. Look at this. What are you doing? Like this side? Like what's going on here? Maybe you're just working on it right now, and probably I interrupted it or something. I'm not sure. But basically, you need to actually fill this up with like as many mythic habitats as possible. Try to focus on mythics. Mainly, even though you're at this level, I would still recommend focusing on mythics, because mythics are basically the monsters that are going to be used in the long term, and they're going to make you the most gold. Okay, so what I would suggest is maybe start placing mythic habitats and all the mythic monsters that you're going to get obtain that you're actually going to obtain in the future. It doesn't matter if they're good or not. You place them in here, they make you a lot of gold. They make you more gold than these little panicans and stuff like that. These were the monsters that you should have used like when you basically started, especially panicans, the panican farming and stuff like that. But later on, when you get your first few mythics, you want to start focusing on mythics, because mythics are basically the monsters that will give you the most gold. But yeah, look at this. Just looks a little messy if you look at it. Like there's metal, light, and then we have 200 monsters out there. And then I see that you have some dark boosts here and there. The placement with this dark boost could actually be better. What I would recommend is actually moving these two a little bit further, where the dark boost is, and you could probably place a dark boost in the middle, so it's actually providing more gold percentage to these other ones as well as these guys, you know what I mean? Because if you have them back here, it might have, I think it does give gold to these guys, but it'd be better if you just have it in the middle. That way possibly even these guys would be receiving gold as well from it. Although, well, yeah, this one's actually dark. I forgot about that. It's dark and maybe fire too, I think. No, Barbatos looks like he could be fire element, but I don't think he is. But anyways, moving on. Magic, you only have 2 habitats, I'd say. What do we have here? Earth monsters. Okay, well, this is actually not that bad, but you could definitely do better with the gold boost placements as well, and try to actually purchase more of these gold boosts if possible. Gold boosts, you need them. Try to purchase them as soon as possible, because as early as you have them, the more gold you actually make in the long term, if that makes sense. So, oh my gosh, what the heck is this? No, what are you doing here? Why are these two right here next to each other at the end? Place them in the middle, you know what I mean? Even though, right, I see that you're working on this island, and I wouldn't judge, but this is just a tip, okay? Don't take it to heart. What I would recommend is actually moving these 2 habitats a little bit over to the right, and don't squeeze them as much as possible. What you could do is actually place these 2 nature boosts in the middle, so it's actually providing gold boost to everybody, if that makes sense, especially with this habitat that will soon be filled with a mythic, most likely. But moving on, I see that you're working on some temples and stuff like that, and you have all your temples in one. So normally the way I do it, you don't have to do it if you don't want to, but this is just something the way I do it. And if you've been focusing or actually following with the mini series, we're organizing my island and stuff like that, what I do with my dark temples and basically all the other element temples. So for example, I see that you have all fire monsters just like me, all fire monsters in here. I would probably place my fire temple somewhere in there, just squeeze it in, you know what I mean? Just that little space, try to squeeze it in, you know what I mean? Instead of you sacrificing the whole island where you have all these, you know what I mean? It's better to just place them in that little spot. Like for example, this where you have this petal cone, you could probably place whatever temple that you want. It could be the nature one, it could be light, you know what I mean, whatever it is. So I hope you get what I'm saying there, you know what I mean? And I do like the fact that you have this here, just like how I have it. It's like looking at my own island. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. But yeah, I see you have a lot of legendary monsters in there. Okay, not bad. So good job overall. Just move up these temples, you know what I mean? Try to squeeze them in the little empty spots and stuff, and I would say organize your island in terms of like moving monsters here and there, and but overall not bad. And I see that you have all these 3 acts unlocked as well, so good job. This is good for the level that you are. This is good job. Okay, guys, so this player you guys see, Elliot, from this team right here, apparently I went ahead and reviewed one of his friend's account, and he went ahead and commented and was like, you went ahead and reviewed his account, and I'd like for you to go ahead and give some tips and review my account. So here we go, let's go ahead and start this. So I see that you haven't done any PvP this league so far. Definitely, it's really important. It doesn't matter whatever league you get into, it's really important to at least do 1 PvP attack so that you actually get into a league, so then at the end of the Blossom era campaign PvP, right, when it ends, it gives you something, you know what I mean? Because if you don't do anything and it shows that you're not in any league, then basically you don't get anything, you don't get any rewards from it. So it's better to get some free rewards than nothing, you know what I mean? So definitely work on that, I would say. Focus that. But we have attack team, we got tank, Yeah, attack. So I see that you're using some metro monsters with mixed with corrupted. You could definitely go ahead and work on this. I would suggest working on that. You don't want to use any monsters like those from the past. Try to go ahead and adapt more into the meta. You know what I mean? Focus on the meta monsters. That's really important. I see that you have this monster with triple life rune. I wouldn't recommend. Probably do 2 team speed at least, and then your life if you want to do it, or at least 1 team speed in there. Just make sure to have some type of team speed in there. You know what I mean? It's really important because then your team will be really slow and the enemy could actually take advantage of you. So that right there you can definitely work on, but I do like the fact that you actually have a Blossom Arrow monster at rank 3, so good job. I see that you have another Blossom Arrow monster here as well, and that you're using as your supporter, and then you have your attacker. So I like your defense team, but attack team could actually be better. And of course, I mean, we can't really comment much on his attack team. Maybe that's not really his official attack team because he hasn't done any attacks, so maybe that's why. So I'm not gonna judge too much, but I see that you have Nishan. Oh, good job. All right, I would recommend ranking this one up actually, especially with the torture update that they did with all this stuff. But the Bane status effect goes well with his magic weakness and stuff, so I would recommend ranking this one up. Pretty good anticipation monster in general, so that is a good attacker. You could probably switch that up with Malfader or Malarian, that's his name. Elliot is his dad, technically, in the game. But anyways, moving on. What else do we have that I can actually go ahead and let you know to rank up? Another monster we got here is Flashirion, and I would recommend ranking this one up. The fact that he has Resurrection Block and also Status Caster Sunburn to everybody with the artifact, that's good. That's some good stuff. Especially on PvP, or sorry, Team Wars. Team Wars is actually pretty good. I would recommend ranking this one up. Although they actually have a glitch right now with artifact monsters, I hope they actually fix it soon. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I actually made a video on it recently. I recommend checking it out. But anyways, done fatigued. You could probably use this monster, the Megaton, get it to rank 3 and start using it if you want, if you need a Megaton monster. I also noticed that you have a level 100 Forge Lives with no runes, so look like you actually haven't used it at all. And this monster is actually quite underrated. It's really good on PvP and also Team Wars, mainly Team Wars, because of the fact that he has spammable healing skill. I'm not sure if you actually have it equipped here. Yes, you do. Look at that, 0 cooldown. You can actually spam that, and also you have triple damage with NER. So I would recommend ranking that one up and start using it. It's really good. Even on PvP you could use it. Merc, Resurrection Block, another monster that you can probably go ahead and utilize his trait in maybe Team Wars or something. But yeah, let's go ahead and visit this player's island now. Let's go ahead and get into this. Oh my gosh, it looks messy already. Oh no. Alright, I think what this player has done is he mainly focused on designing than actually focusing on his gold production. So as you guys can see, there's like a bunch of tiles, random tiles. I mean, it looks very, very nice. Like, I won't even lie, I do like the tiles. I mean, maybe this part right here you could fill up a little more, but anyways, what actually, oh my gosh, all of his islands are like this. What? Okay, so here's the thing, man. With what you've done here, this is gonna take you at least minimum, maybe minimum 30 minutes or more to get rid of every single one of these tiles from every single one of these islands. Because in mine, even though I had less than what you had, it took me about maybe 15-20 minutes, maybe a little more actually. I wasn't really keeping track of the time, but I had, you know, almost the same amount, and it took me a while to actually do it, and trust me, it's painful. So here's a tip I could actually give you. Get rid of all these tiles, because design don't really matter. If you're really trying to focus on, you know, making a change to your account, you know what I mean, trying to better your gold production, for example, I would recommend getting rid of these first. This is going to be first step, and then second step, maybe actually check out my mini series on, you know, organizing my island, because that did help out a bunch of players as well. So what I recommend is actually check that out. And on top of that, what you can actually do is, let me see, hold on, do you have any islands that you don't have any spare islands? Oh no, you don't have a single spare island. Okay, so do you spend money? First of all, if you do spend money, what I recommend is maybe purchasing this, and what you could do is actually move most of these habitats over to that island, just so that you can actually make some space and start making some changes. Like as you could see, you basically have all these random monsters all around, and I don't see any gold boosts as well. Maybe I'm blind, but I seriously don't see any gold boosts. Do you guys see any gold boosts? I don't think so, right? So there's no gold boost even on the main island. Well, there's actually one right there, the fire one, and I see the nature one. Okay, never mind, now I'm starting to see some, but that's about it. So what I would recommend is actually focusing on those gold boosts and try to actually place them near your mythics. Mythics make the most gold, so instead of placing them with like these nature monsters, fire monsters, place them near your mythics and try to organize, like have all the monsters of one element and one habitat, or two or three, whatever. So definitely work on that. And oh my gosh, this is not looking good. You basically just wasted this island right here. So what I would suggest is actually moving these the way I do it, so placing them near that specific element. If not, try to place them, okay, get rid of these petal cones because they just, no, just get rid of them. Get rid of these tiles as well. You could definitely fit at least 2 temples here for sure. So place in those 2 temples. It could be whatever, it doesn't really matter until you get things sorted out. And you could maybe keep them in there if you want to. If not, then you could definitely do something. I see that you're using this you're using this as a what's it called? Oh my gosh, what is this player doing? This is kind of funny. Alright. Why am I laughing at a rock, man? What's wrong with me? All right, what is this? Come on, fix this as well, please. So definitely take notes, okay? I'm not making fun of you or anything like that, although some things are funny, but it's, in all seriousness, you definitely need to work on it. And again, I'm not really making fun of you, it's just that you can definitely do better with your island. And also your team. I've noticed that your team, you have a bunch of inactive players, and I know that you're a co-lead, and sometimes it sucks, you know, leaving your team that you're a co-lead or lead, but it's for the better, you know what I mean? If that team really is like really inactive, filled with a bunch of inactive players and then some active players, you could definitely find a better team that's really active. And although you will be losing your power, which is your co-lead, but it's not that bad being a soldier. I mean, I'm a soldier in Team Spirit 2015. It's not that bad, you know what I mean? So I would suggest also changing teams and stuff like that. But anyways, so overall, I don't know what to rate this, to be honest, although I don't do rating, but you could definitely do better. Next player we got is Go GG. All right, let's, or we could say GG. Oh, GG. Okay, I'm not gonna make fun of it because I know I read your comment and you were like, you were a kid or something when you went ahead and came up with that name, so I won't really judge. All right, let's just move on. You're a co-lead in your team. All right, good job. And I noticed that your team is like in the top 170 or something, so good job. Legendary 1, so good job that you got it into Legendary 1, and you're actually a co-lead, so good job. But anyways, moving on. I see that your defense is not doing well. Maybe you actually recently fixed this for, you know, me doing my account review. You wanted to actually fix it up, so I'm not going to judge the defense ratio, the 1 and stuff like that, although a team like this would actually definitely get you a bunch of defense wins. I really like the combo that you have here, but the runes could be better. Maybe it's just messed up because you use it in team wars or something, so I won't judge that. But the combo here, I like it, I actually do, so good job on that. You probably have one of the main like meta teams right now, like for your defense right now. This right here is actually good. Good job on that. Attack team, on the other hand, you have double dodge area with a Megaton, so I love using the songster. Okay, Amania, it's amazing, so good job on using Amania, one of my favorites. So that right there, I like it. All right, good job. So your attack and defense is actually good. Let's see what else we got. Ooh, wait, actually, hold on. What I would recommend is maybe switching up Cherub for Serpentix. Maybe. So you probably switch those up, you know. I could probably, yeah, I would suggest that. If not, you could keep it the same with Spear of Destiny. I'm pretty sure you're using that, yeah, to block Resurrection, so that's fine too. But if you ever need another attacker, if you ever get bored, switch it up, you know what I mean? Anyways, let's see your team activity. 2,800 points, the last team race. And you guys went for what rank? Where is your monster? Volcanics. Okay, so you guys went for a rank 2. A rank 2, and you went for 2,800 points. As a co-lead, you can do better, alright? And I would recommend going for at least 5 to 10,000 points if you're going for like a rank 1 or 2. Honestly, that sounds reasonable enough, right? So do at least that much. So next team race, try to go for that much. Try to aim for it, you know what I mean? We got Fireful here, rank 5 already. Good job, man. Looks like you're actually quite a spender. So you got that monster rank 5 already. You have... yeah, you have a bunch of rank 4 and 5s. This one, on the other hand, you need to max this one out. I know it's at rank 4 and it's just really close to rank 5, and maybe you don't want to do it, but just get it to rank 5. It'll look better, and also stats will improve. So I would recommend ranking that up to max level. Also, you can definitely max out Nishan the Great, really good Invader attacker on, for example, team wars and stuff. You could definitely use. But moving on, we got, oh, good job. You're actually working on this. I can see. I recently got mine to rank 3 as well. Free to play, by the way. Didn't spend any money on the chests and stuff like that. So I definitely do recommend, you know, continuing to ranking those up. And also, I think you're also ranking up first lap, so good job on that. Max it out. Moving on. Oh, Enhancer, you had it at rank 3, I'm guessing, or maybe rank 1 or rank 0, whatever. So, yeah, you could probably rank that up. I mean, why not? You spent money on it, right? I didn't personally pick it up. Do I like the monster? He's actually not that bad. I like the fact that he has double sword. He is pretty heavy. And he also has a spammable skill here, if I'm not mistaken. He has one that's like really powerful, 0 cooldown, and I think also 0 stamina. So I would recommend ranking this up for Team Wars, not specifically for PvP. In PvP, he's going to get destroyed, but definitely Team Wars. And moving on, Volcanic, you could probably rank up as well later on once you rank up Fort Labs with this one. And maybe Nishant as your attacker and rank up Survival Dungeon. Also, Robopun. Oh my gosh, I forgot about this. Yeah, rank this one up. Really good extra turner. Slav, if you need a tank, even for Team Wars, rank this one up, alright? And yeah, I would recommend ranking this one up over Steelgrot, to be honest. Let's go ahead and take a look at this player's island. Alright, so first of all, what I noticed is it's really well organized. There's a bunch of nature monsters here and there. Maybe the placements could be better with the nature boost. I know I always mention that, but what I would recommend is maybe moving this nature, the one that I have selected here, where King Traumas is, probably switch it or move it a little bit to the right side towards the metal boost. So move them there and try to actually like separate them apart. I know it might look ugly, but it's just the best. So try to see what really works the best. Like you can actually tap on the habitats. It'll tell you how many percentage those monsters are getting and contributing basically. So I would recommend doing that. And I see that you have some spaces available here and there. Maybe you're going to be working on them. You could definitely you could definitely fit a mythic habitat right about here. So I would recommend fitting a mythic habitat there so you could actually make some gold. Moving on, I see that you have a bunch of space over here. You definitely can't do much with that. Maybe you can squeeze in some of these habitats and place 1 or 2 if possible in there, somewhere around there, you know what I mean? If not, then I guess it's just gonna be the way it is. You could probably just decorate it or something, you know what I mean? But anyways, so moving on, that right there is actually not that bad. Same with your boosts over here with the metal, definitely could be placed better, you know what I mean? It's like you're providing more gold boosts to the nature monsters rather than the ones back here, these metal ones that we're supposed to be getting. I see that you have a magic monster in there. Wait, actually I think that monster is also metal. I might be wrong. Yeah, I think it's also metal. So anyways, water. Okay, well, one thing I can notice already, I don't think this Undead is receiving full 40%. Same with the guy over there in the same habitat. If it is, then keep it the way it is. If not, switch it up, move it a little bit to the side over here. Oh no, what are you doing, dude? No, what is this? Where's the rest of them? What is this? No. Oh, you have the rest of them over here. And then you have one right here, and then you have one right here. So what I would recommend is maybe what you could do is place all your farms over here in this island. Place them all in here. It's gonna fit. And the last thing, if it doesn't fit, like the last one or so, what you could do is actually place it right here and switch this up and move it over here and move these temples. This is actually taking up a bunch of space. What I would recommend is actually moving the temples and try to squeeze it in, like maybe the main island, since you have a bunch of this layout right here. Instead of designing making decorations and stuff, you could probably place them in here and it's fine, you know what I mean? So yeah, you could definitely squeeze those in here and there. At level 101, I see that you already have this at level 10, so good job. That's actually a good accomplishment, you know what I mean? Good job. And you also have these. You better have them all opened up. Anyways, so what else we got here? Oh, a bunch of earth monsters. Okay, so it's well organized. Yeah, I've got to say, this one I actually do like. Even the gold placements, I do like it. Although maybe one of the gold placements could be right in there, you know what I mean? If you could squeeze it in, if you can. If not, then it's fine. But yeah, this looks very well done. Good job. Those islands I do like. The thunder one actually is not that bad. The way the gold boosts are placed, I think that's good enough. Yeah, so good job on that. Get rid of monster market. Seriously, it doesn't really give you anything besides taking in space. You could actually put it in your storage. I did that, and I would recommend doing the same. It's just, it takes up space. What are you doing with these guys? All right. But anyways, Moving on, you got your dark monsters. I don't think these guys are getting 40%. If they are, then keep it the way it is. But if not, move things around, you know what I mean? So they're contributing some more gold as well, of course. But overall, good job. I actually like this. Next player we got is Firelord 999 from Gentum. All right, what do we got here? Firelord, level 104 player. You're in Legendary 4. Good job. That's actually a huge accomplishment for starter players and players around that level as well. So good job. You got it to Legendary 4. What I would recommend is maybe try to push into Legendary 3. I think that's what it's called, if I'm not mistaken. But basically, whatever's after, try to move on to that next. Like I mentioned with the player I reviewed first, I think it was them. Basically, try to beat the personal record every PvP. For me, I think it's like top 13 or something. Although there's really no point once you get to top 1000 and above. Honestly, if you could just maintain top 1000, from top 2 to top 1000, they all get the same amount of reward. Unless you just want to go ahead and show off your placement, then I guess you could, that's reasonable. But other than that, I would say just get to like the top 1000 and try to maintain that. But anyways, what do we got here? So Cupid, you're using Cupid with these other two monsters. Okay, so you have your tank, you have your damage booster and stuff. Not bad, actually. Yes, that's really not that bad. What do we have for defense? We have double dodge area with the taunt combo. That's actually not that bad. I did a good job. I like your defense team more than I like your offense team. Maybe what I would suggest is swapping Gahizo later on with another damage booster. If you have Shadow Nia is amazing. Try to switch it. Oh yeah, you do. So 126, try to actually rank this up and actually use this with the light hitter, NER skills and stuff like that. You can definitely switch Gahizo with that. You could probably do it right now, even at level 126. I think you're faster. 18,916, 17,000, and I know you're running a team speed there, but looking at the level differences, she's still very fast. So you could even make her actually faster if you give it another speed ring there. So I would probably switch that with the Gahizel there. Don't focus on Silex and Tubercon. Those monsters are really bad and they don't really last that long. Monsters that really last a long time is going to be Talika here, going to be Shadow Nia, Volcanics maybe, you know, you could probably rank that up. If you need a tank, you could probably do Slop, and you could, if you could rank this up high enough, you can go ahead and switch it up with this guy. All right, let's see what else we got. We got 100 Row Rabbit. If you need an extra turn attacker, maybe Team Wars, go ahead and rank that one up. The other monsters that you see down here, I'm just going to go ahead and skip them because none of them are really worth ranking. Sealgroth, again, my opinion with Sealgroth and Slob is you should rank up Slob over Sealgroth. Moving on, all these other monsters on the bottom are not worth it, and you could probably just use them for gold. In terms of your teammates contribution, looks like you guys went for a rank 1, 1500 points. Try to beat that, try to get at least 2,000 to 3,000, maybe more actually. I know many players don't like racing, but it's nice that you can help out your team. Like me, I normally contribute as much as possible. I literally give my best. I spend as much gems as possible and stuff like that. Although you don't really have to do that, but I'm just saying that your team will actually appreciate you. What do we got here? So first thing I noticed is that you have a bunch of fire monsters mixed with dark. I actually like your placement of monsters. Everything is really organized. Yes, it is. What I would actually, no, this is fine too, legendary, but maybe switch it up with mythic instead. Mythic habitats, mythic monsters to produce more gold. So what I would suggest is probably do that. But other than that, everything looks amazing. Good job. So I really like the fact that you have like all the dark monsters in there with the fire here. But the placement with the boost, you could probably do better. With the gold boost, I think the gold boost looks fine. It looks okay, but dark in there, you could probably do something else with that, because these ones in the back, they're not receiving as much. Plus you have fire monsters here. These fire monsters are not receiving any gold boosts. Well, especially this one right here, that's legendary habitat, but this one may be receiving like 10-20% the most instead of receiving 40%, because every single one of these gold boosts are equivalent to at least 10% each. So anyways, we got earth. All okay, this one's actually not that bad, and these are actually reasonable, you know. I like the placements of those. So I do see that you have all these 3 unlocked, and good job, that's really important. And we got more fire monsters here. It looks like you ran out of space maybe there and you just decided to place it right here. These guys are going to make you gold, but not enough with the gold boost and stuff. So what I would recommend is maybe give them some like gold rings, I would say. Yeah, do some gold rings here and there. All right, what else we got? Ooh, whoa. All right, magic monsters with water in one island. Okay, first of all, let me actually check how many islands you have unlocked. You have almost all of them except the pay to win ones. All right, good job. You know what? That's just really good. And I like the fact that you have all those there. All right, that's really organized. Ooh, I do like the design here. This is very creative. I don't think I've ever seen anybody do this. This looks really nice. Having them like blue, yellow, and stuff like that, one by one. I'm sure this took some time for sure, but that's good. That's some good stuff. It looks really nice. You know what would look nice if you maybe had like water monsters mixed with what would the gold rarity look like for what element? Earth? Probably earth and water here. You know what I mean? You see what I'm doing there? No? Okay. Anyways, what do we got here? So again, water and magic. So the boosts here, these monsters back here are literally receiving 0%. I bet maybe 10% the most from those boosts. So maybe you could work on that. But everything else looks very organized. So good job on that. And I see you did the... yeah, I like that. All right. Oh, you have Xmas here. I recommend ranking that up if you haven't already. Try to max it out. Ooh, Galvanus as well. Try to rank that up as well. Really good monster. But overall, good job. Seriously, good job. Good stuff. This looks a little messy, but maybe this is just one of those islands that you really don't want to do anything with, so you just place them right there. Or maybe you don't have any space in Monster Vault, which I understand. But anyways, we got the nature monsters in here. We got what is this? I don't know what this is. This is really messed up. Oh no, this looks messy. What do we got here? Light monsters. Light monsters look good. Good job. Yeah, but what I don't understand is these two islands with this. Okay, you could definitely do better with those three. But you have your metal monsters here. This is some good stuff. Good job. So overall, I actually like everything that you got here. You have a level 10 Rune Guardian as well, or whatever you call it, Rune Sample, right? So I like it. I really do. At the level that you are with these many mythics and this much progress, you're doing very well. Good job, man. I've got to say, you're doing very well. Wait, where's your temples? I didn't even notice your temples. Where the heck are they? Okay, so there's one of the temples. I like what you did, you know, having them the way I have it. You probably watched this series, the mini series, with the Organizing My Islands. Yeah, you actually did, dude. Let's go. Oh, this guy's a legend. Oh, it's awesome. There's a middle one, and I'm assuming there's a fire one right there with the dark. Dude, you're awesome. Alright, so that's good. Overall, I actually like this. Alright, well, that's going to be pretty much it for today's Monster Gens account review. I hope you guys did enjoy, and I hope you found this informative. If you did, make sure you drop a like, subscribe. Again, if you want to have a chance for me to go ahead and review your ML profile in one of the future episodes, make sure to comment down below your team name as well as your profile in one comment so I can go ahead and possibly choose it in one of the future episodes. So anyways, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Let's get to the next one. Peace out.